Hello everybody, Cool Trooper here again. I'm back for another vlog, and the dolphin is very happy about that. Uh, there's one way to celebrate. Anyhow, thing is that one of the reasons why I was going with Undertale for so much was there was a timed event, so I kind of had to put a lot of my effort into it. And slight spoiler, it went well. I actually managed to do the event. Uh, it was pretty cool. This does mean that because I kind of blitzkrieg the whole thing, that I'm actually pretty ahead on videos for that, so I might slow down a bit with releasing them if everybody's, or most people are okay with that, and get back to doing more Minecraft stuff. Well, there's also, of course, that thing I do on Fridays that's totally different with Magic the Gathering and everything, so that's kind of still going to be an ongoing thing. Because I do like to have that as a special kind of, well, I just like Magic the Gathering a lot too, so therefore that's what I do on Fridays. But the other reminders include several other things. There is some bit of news from Mojang. Apparently, Dinner Bonus stated that a lot of those content reveals that we got, it will all be part of the same huge update. It will all be 1.14. But it's just that some things are going to be, darn lips, that some things are going to be released a little earlier than others in the snapshots. So it's not like we're going to have a Christmas and holiday update per se that's going to be out first. It's mainly just that they're going to be releasing that stuff first. So we will have pandas and bamboo and scaffolding. Ooh, dolphin over there too. Nice. And we'll have all that stuff by well, in end of this year. So that's going to be something that's probably going to be pretty special. The fact that we'll be definitely getting that first. Might also be getting some of the other things that are kind of related. Like, as they were kind of saying that we might be getting the taiga stuff before, which is, you know, appropriate because wintry biome. I mean, who doesn't want a spruce tree as a Christmas tree? So that's totally something I see coming up pretty quickly. I'm kind of hoping that they also do some things they weren't specifically mentioning, and kind of I do already have some suggestions of my own, including some things that they kind of mentioned before, like reindeer. And the thing is that I'm really hoping that that uh, gets out as well, like that they were just going to surprise us with reindeer. But I do have my own suggestions for that and some other things related to the upcoming holiday season. As such, since I did post that on Reddit, I will be trying to have a link to that in the description below as well. So, not just my usual camera petition link there. And that reminds me, uh, I've been getting some more requests to do face cam, but the thing is, I just don't see it as my thing personally. However, there are some others that are involved with that other than just me. And I don't necessarily mean my subs, but they might be able to contribute too. So yeah, you guys might be able to contribute too. But the thing is that the ones that are kind of a bit more of a motivation for me to do facecam, they have some special conditions. I'm not even sure if the camera that I'm after will fulfill them or not. The situation is very complicated, not necessarily something I'm going to discuss this way per se. But in the future, maybe. There'd have to be some serious changes before that could happen. Very serious and large and far-reaching. So probably not until probably after that changes things. So otherwise, the reasoning will be kind of a surprise. Probably need to explain it quite a bit after it actually works, if it does. So that could be a thing. Well, I'm really hoping it is. I mean, very, very high chance that it works. 85% on my estimation. Let's go with that. For some odd reason, I do tend to get random random moments where I just get the perfect percentage chance of something in my head. Kind of a weird thing that happens. But anyhow, and this also brings me up to the whole, well, again, this is actually the way I kind of prefer doing my my blogging is like this. I mean, is how the audience gets to see me most of the time anyhow, and how I prefer to be. Although I might put a little storyline behind that because I already kind of have. I just haven't really revealed it yet. So it's something that I might want to expand on as to why I, uh, I use my usual skin and things like that. So might be a bit of an origin story or origin revelation coming up in the future. I don't know exactly when, but I'm going to have to plot out exactly how that works because it could be a little intricate. Uh, but yeah, otherwise, this is again kind of how I prefer things. It's just that, I mean, there's a way to motivate me. It's called get me the right camera. Fleur, please, please. I agree, we need this. Uh, it's not exactly a normal camera. You can do things others cannot. I mean, you might even want to check into it yourself as to what all they're supposed to be able to do and ponder and even try to guess what in the world am I up to. Oh, that could be a nice ongoing game. Try to guess what my motivation for this really is, or at least get closer. Long-term hot cold game? That'd be kind of an interesting thing to be playing around with in the comments. Oh yeah. But yeah, I might even still go with letting out the and back to the other thing though. I might still go with doing the videos I already have in tandem with going back to Minecraft because again, I'm very ahead on videos. But the thing is that Undertale does take surprisingly more time to really do than Minecraft. So, but at least it is a special kind of limited run. Thing is that I will I might even kind of, as I was saying, back off on doing this world because the timed event's over. I don't have too terribly much more to do. I might do some special events during and things like that leading up to the big finale. But as for the event itself, that's over. So I don't have to worry about crunching all my time into it anymore. Because before, it was a rush. I literally even had the idea specifically of trying to rush it because I wanted to know, could I go between the beginning of October and the special event timer, which is October 10th. The thing is that could I squeeze in enough playtime to actually get that in one big go? Like not like literally like delaying a month, but like doing it like really really close to it, like you know playing it on the edge, and that turned out pretty well. So again, that whole thing worked out pretty good for me, and we'll get to see that later. Uh, I'm a little actually sorry because the way I had to break it up and stuff like that meant that doing it like this means I wouldn't be able to actually display what happened in terms of the event on the event's actual day. But seeing how narrow it is, that's kind of basically how it goes. So anybody who wants to do it will have a chance next year. And I literally mean that next year. It's an event timer that is exactly, can only be activated for like 1 minute out of the entire year. That is kind of cruel and unusual punishment if you're trying to get an Easter egg there. Oh dear. That was definitely massive, but seriously, Undertale secrets. Some of those can be pretty intricate. And there's something that I might get back to as a special thing at some point with that will not be as time sensitive. Thank goodness. Seriously, Toby Fox, that's kind of insane. 1 minute, 1 in-game minute. Seriously. But either way, you could tell why it was time squeezed. But as for the event itself, anyone that doesn't know will be able to later, so it'll be revealed. But yeah, I'll be trying to get back to other things. Just sort of gradually back into see if I can ease back into my previous rhythm. And wow, the Dolphins are really, really loving it over here. Seriously, they've got quite a team now. Wow. Okay. And yeah, so I will also, might add, I have discovered a few, I may actually review a few seed numbers in the future that I've already found. Like, I might go back to the one that was basically Iceland and see how the villages are doing after the Village and Pillage update, And I have found one recently that seems to have some pretty good biomes that I know they're going to be adding villages to in the future. So whenever they get to that part, I'll definitely be doing some seed showcases that are really relevant to it. I think that it's kind of hard to beat the two I did for the update aquatic, because both of which had like something absolutely spot on perfect have to do it. Like with this one, I spawn in next to a pretty good sized coral reef around the ocean, this whole chain of islands. So it's like really good for aquatic survival. And the other one that was spawning you in with a huge bunch of icebergs, that was insane. Like seriously, you can't get much more frozen than that. Yeah, good luck with that one in hardcore. Uh, but you never know. I might find another one that's special and throw it up. Seed showcases for me will be kind of a bit miscellaneous as to whenever they happen, because I mean, finding really good ones that are just have that really motivating wow factor, they're kind of a little few and far between, but not as much as you might think. And I might revisit a few old seed numbers that I know and see how they've improved, because some of them may not have been really that impressive before, but nowadays with what all they've added, I might just see what they're like in more modern versions. And that dolphin just decided to do dolphin rainbow jump right past me. That was interesting. I mean, I know they're attention hogs, but seriously, did you have to do that just to get in the camera view? Oh, these dolphin antics. That. There's a reason why I put them in here. They make things very interesting. Uh, yeah. Well, I think that's pretty much puts a lot of things in a nutshell. And well, also one. I might put the other thing down later. But anyhow, I think that's pretty much everything that I can think of for now. So I can kind of leave off with my usual event. Although, do remember that as I was saying about the updates upcoming, because we're also going to be getting. Oh, that reminds me of one last thing about the update upcoming. There was something that they'd said much earlier on that they're finally getting around to, and that's making a lot of fancy but useful type decoration blocks. Like they're making a lot more things into slabs and stairs, as well as walls and or fences. So those kind of things, you know, like slabs being useful to, oh, say, stop mob spawning and have that exact half block you might need for certain things. And of course, stairs quickly going up places without having to worry about having auto jump on, or for that matter, having to jump yourself manually. There's no jumping needed; you just run up them. So that's stairs in a nutshell. And of course, we have fences, block mobs from jumping over them because they're technically 1.5 tall due to that weird entity thing that they all have. So yeah, you know, the decorative yet useful blocks. Like for example, whenever I was looking over update aquatic stuff, we had the new ones having to do with prismarine types. Well, I'm hoping that they also have a wall variant at some point. Of course, the one I'm actually pretty hyped for, I know they've already added. That's a brick wall. Literally, how many times has somebody said an expression having to do with like hitting a brick wall, trying to get past a brick wall, etc. Now we have one that's officially called brick wall. Finally, how long did it put? How long did it take for them to put that one together? I mean, seriously, it wouldn't have taken much effort, and they just waited until now. But it is coming. That is nice. And from what I understand, there's going to be like 40 variants kind of like that as of right now. Just like 40 different blocks that are either a slab, a stair, or a fence, or a wall. And that sounds actually pretty good, actually. I like that. I appreciate the walls coming in better. Okay, so that will also be out probably with the earlier content by the end of the year, so might be looking forward to a snapshot review whenever that hits. Yeah, imagine in the way I tend to display things, that should be really nice. It should look really nice. I'm looking forward to that. Anyhow, and now I think that really is everything for now. So, as usual, this has been Glitch Reaper. I'll be heading off for now. Hope to hear from you all later, and bye for now, everybody. And remember, join the parrot party. For soon, they will be joined by pandas. Well, I don't know if pandas can party, but the parrots sure do. So join the parrot and possibly panda party. Yeah.